Now children, we have to do the balance sheet of the new firm. Write down the title as balance sheet of the new firm as at 1st April 2020. Liability amount, asset amount. In a liability side, you can see bills payable and creditors. Whatever is given in your question as it is, you have to write over here. Outstanding salary, in your old balance sheet you will not find that, but in your new balance sheet you have to include that, because this outstanding salary we have written in our revaluation account. This outstanding salary we have not paid in the last year, balance sheet we have not paid yet, so we have to pay this year, so this is still outstanding, so hence we have to show it in this year. Now next item is the capital. In partners capital account, see the by balance carried down, I wrote that it is a capital, the same amount you have to show over here itself with 3 partners A, B and C. So that carry down amount will be shown over here. Make a total of that and you will have to write over here. Okay, so your liability side is over. Now regarding asset side. Asset side, cash in hand as it is given in the question, you can copy it. That is from your old balance sheet, you can write the amount as it is. But for cash at bank, you can see that your last balance sheet total was, cash balance was 5,75,000, but here see a partner is bringing 5 lakh as his capital in check, as well as 1,20,000 as goodwill also he have brought in check. So 5 lakh plus 1,20,000 means 6,20,000 will be added to this amount, added to 6,75,000. So how much is your bank balance? The new firm's bank balance is 11,95,000. So what are the 2 items you have to include over here? That is the capital brought by the new partner, capital, plus the goodwill which he have brought in cash or through check. That 2 items will be shown under cash at bank. So this difference you have to note down. In all the problem of admission you have to follow the same thing. Okay. So students, you can see cash in hand and cash at bank is over. The next item is the stock. Okay. So you just look into your old balance sheet. You can see the debtor is given 50,000. So debtor as it is, because there is no adjustment, you can write it down as it is. So see, debtors, they have written 50,000 as it is. Now next item, in the order of this balance asset you can go, so that you don't get skip any of the item. So you posted cash in hand, cash at bank, debtor is over. Next is stock. Stock, the book value is 3 lakh, and see, you have to look into this balance sheet 3 lakh, and you have to look into your revaluation account also. So how much is your in your revaluation account? See, you have written here that stock value have increased with 1 lakh, isn't it? 1 lakh your stock value have increased. So what you have to do is, in this 3 lakh you have to add 1 lakh, the increased stock value, that you have to show over here. So 4 lakh is the present value of stock. Okay. So next item in your balance sheet is, see here, next item is building. Building and machinery, the original value is 5 lakh and 2 lakh. And what happened to this building and machinery? They are depreciated. That means their value have decreased. So after depreciation, what is their present value? See, the depreciated value of building and machinery is 25,000 and 10,000. So this 25,000 you should decrease from building, and 10,000 you should decrease from machinery. So see that after decreasing building and from machinery, the value what you get in the new balance sheet is 4,75,000 and 1,90,000. And one more item is there which you are supposed to show it in the asset side, that is C's current account. This is the amount which C is supposed to bring as amount of goodwill to C. So without writing this current account, your balance sheet will not tally. Okay, so do write this is current account in the asset side of balance sheet. After doing this, your balance sheet will tally. Add this all together and you can find your balance sheet tally with 25,35,000. Okay, so follow the method which I have shown you so that the time to complete this balance sheet, revaluation account and capital account can be properly managed, as well as you will not skip any of the item if the steps are followed. Okay, so children, now it is time to conclude today's class. Today we are also concluding this chapter. In this chapter we saw the calculation of new profit sharing ratio. We saw we have to calculate sacrificing ratio to compensate the goodwill, compensate the sacrifice made by the existing partner, and so goodwill we had to distribute to the old partners in the sacrificing ratio. We also saw different cases related to treatment of goodwill. We saw that revaluation of asset and reassessment of liability for this chapter and the previous chapter, that is change in profit sharing ratio, is one and the same. And reserve, accumulated profit and loss also related to this chapter and the previous chapter is same. The only difference is the new partner will not get the share in this. We did the problem related to revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet of the new firm. So practice some more problems from your textbook, attend the test paper attached. Meet you in the next session with a new chapter. So till then, goodbye.